mystic rivers and the ancient wall. Enemies lurk, but I won't fall. Every quest watch the legend unfold. Caverns deep and forests tall, mystic rivers and the ancient walls. Enemies lurk, but I won't fall. Every quest answered every call. In the silence of the darkest night, strengthen all that keep my path in sight. Through the chaos, I find a light. Every quest, my eternal fight. Every quest, my eternal fold. Every quest, my eternal fold. In the darkness of Nectar's night, life on the edge of shadow's might. Through Commonlands we start the fight. In the rock zones we take flight. From Kano's hills to Freeport Gate, guardians fall when we tempt fate. In the vast storm we blaze the trail, craving triumph we won't fail. Epic drops and quests untold, in the shadows we are bold. To every corner we will ride, as the shadow knight with pride. In Kylon plains the dragons soar, fighting hard we want for more. Echoes of Phaedra's ancient lore, onward we march to even the score. Kazik to Lily fallen gate, facing fear we won't hesitate. Choosing paths in the silent night, shadow knights win with sheer might. Epic drops and quests untold, in the shadows we are bold. To every corner we will ride, as the shadow knight with pride. In Kylon plains the dragons soar, fighting hard we want for more. Echoes of Phaedra's ancient lore, onward we march to even the score. Kazik to Lily fallen gate, facing fear we won't hesitate. Choosing paths in the silent night, shadow knights win with sheer might. Epic drops and quests untold, in the shadows we are bold. To every corner we will ride, as the shadow knight with pride.
Shadowed on, every quest strides through darkened woods and canyon wide. He roams the lands, both near and far, chasing dreams under Nora's stars. From Antonica to fens of Nassau, he's slain the beasts and claimed the scars. In Freeport streets or trials tough and secrets told, in frost or flames, in heat or cold. He battles on with steel and might. In darkest depths he finds the light. Oh, every quest you brave the souls, crossing valleys, climbing stones. In this grand world from dawn till dusk, you complete the quest, 'cause in you we trust.
Step into the magic realm tonight. Leave your worries at the door, it's light. Every quest is here to guide your flight. In a path where we'll all unite. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Grab your gear and pack a smile or two. Dragons and quests await you. Chat and cheer, our community's true. Together in this dream we'll break through. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Every quest calling heroes far and wide. Escape the grind, let your spirit ride. Here we laugh and conquer side by side. In this virtual land we'll all confide. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Be seen. Be seen. Be seen. Be seen.
Let's get everything in place here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Look, we got some cleanup to do because what happened was I was over in right next door in Nectalos Forest. You probably recognize I'm standing on the docks of Commonlands. So I was next door in Nectalos Forest, and I was getting close to the point where it seemed as though all the quests had dried up, and then I realized, there was supposed to be a bunch of quests on the dock that I could get by, I can show you because we're right there. But so if we go to Nectalos Forest on the docks, there is a table down here, Farsi's Requisitions. Well, the first thing that got my attention was this traveling augur here is supposed to give me the no, the traveling augur. This one. Yeah. Anyway, I'm supposed to be able to get the traveling augur's 3 meanings to life. But this guy will give me quests later on. I'm sorry, but I only hand out special contracts. If you're interested in performing duties for the Far Seas Trading Company, please view the bulletin of outstanding orders, which is right here. So I wanted to get these quests done, and the only option I have is, because it says there's a bunch of stuff to do there, and then the only option is don't look at any orders at this time. So I'm only level 22. It looks as though I need to be level 25 to get them. And maybe even higher to get some of the other ones, but I don't know. That was my take from it. I checked with ChatGPT. ChatGPT just flat out, it right out, and it's wrong often, but so it's not gospel, but it said that I needed to be level 25 to do them. The wiki does not mention a level requirement on the quests, so I'm not sure. But anyway, in the process of doing that, I went back to my my spreadsheet with the quests on it. And I was looking at Commonlands quests. I know unfortunately the font doesn't work very well for us on stream, but so here's my Commonland quests right here. And the yellow ones I have in my journal right now. I found the item in my bank. The bank. Remember, if you've ever listened to any of my other streams from earlier on, what I'll do is, for the last year, I just was at a level 5, 10, 15. I don't even remember what it was, but I was a low level, wasn't streaming, wasn't archiving any of these quests. But if in the process of doing a trade skill quest, if something died and I got a drop, I would keep it. And so I found a bunch in my bank that I still hadn't done. They weren't dropping for me because they were in the bank. And then there's a couple I am not sure about as well. And I obviously I can't get liberating the Cavaliers here. So that's the plan. We're gonna that's why the title of our stream today is The Commonlands Cometh to an End. Yeah, I think I'll leave that large. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to get us a checklist over on this side. So let's see, I need to go to the quest checklist here and then change it to Commonlands quests. Yeah. Say okay, and then make it so you can see it there. Okay, well, I'll just make sure you can see them all. Tour of the Commonlands. Yes. That's all of them. I don't like the way the font looks there, but what are we going to do about it? So here we are right now. And just the way it works again is if it has a C on it, it means it's something I need to click. D means, oops, I'm pointing to the wrong side. Okay. C is like this one is a clicky. D is a drop. So I may not get those. And then if it's open-ended like this, it means I already have them started. And you can see them up here. So I have 6 started. I should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are started. I don't know about this one. I'll look it up at some point. We'll figure out what's going on. Also, plain old disease. I think I did it, but if I go to EQ2U, it says I have not completed that one. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to start knocking them out, and this may be a short section of our day. Eventually, I'm going to have to adjust. If I want to get the rest of those neck ones, I'm going to have to level up to 25. Which I have no concern about leveling to 25. I have all the shiny collections for the entire Shattered Lands expansion. They're just sitting in my collectible thing. And I use some of my other characters together. So, yeah, let's go to Commonlands. Once again, my microphone is picking up. My desktop is picking up. Desktop is picking up my microphone. I don't know how to get rid of it. It's a common problem. It seems to be an OBS problem. You probably won't hear the difference unless I get super loud. And then you'll may hear like a reverb, like a double, almost like I'm in a auditorium or something. But I would like it. You know, you got your breakdown when you have your little soundboard, all the things that different sources of noise in your. It'd be nice to know you had complete control over them. The tour of the Commonlands, I think I'll just wait on that until the end. The War Elephant Training Grounds. I'm going to go this way. I'll use whatever's blue for the time being. We'll use it while we have it. You know, I remember seeing blue in Rise of Kunark even. Back in the day, at least. I think it's still there. But I do know they did get rid of some that they had at some point. But not all of it. Just the blue quest helper stuff. I don't think I want a black striped moth. What's this? Buried treasure? No, I did that one. Okay. I must collect 20 blood skull earrings. 20 blood skull earrings.
Time
Yeah,
to
but
meet your end, intruder.
well, what a start, hey?
Retreat! We are undone!
Druid's sewn leather gloves. We always check everything out. That is very unique look. So I will collect those just in case. I try to decide to keep them for my appearance, my wardrobe tab.
Time to meet your end, intruder.
They're just random. Some blood skull orc.
Back fools! There are too many! They spotted us! Kill the witnesses!
If the stuff doesn't light up, sometimes you probably notice this if you played the game before, but if you fly, the range at which you can see the quest feather item, like mobs, increases. See, there's this guy here. He's a feather one, but he's not lit up. Then if I come off the ground, he does. So we're gonna. I don't like any of the mounts up here. The mount appearances are
Kill the
a
witnesses!
distraction in the
They
game.
spotted us!
Kill the witnesses.
I turn them off for everybody. I don't care what anybody else is flying or riding.
Spotted us. Kill the witnesses.
I don't care what I'm flying or riding. It's a place to get from A to B. Some people like that stuff, but I've never been that way. Like, I'm not a car guy. I don't.
You should have left.
I've been driving a sedan since I was 20. I had a little sports car back in the, I think it was late 80s, early 90s, and I had a Toyota MR2, little two-seater car. And I cared then. I thought it was a big deal what I drove, but I feel like when I had kids pretty young, you know, I got out of college and I started teaching. I was pretty much an old person.
I cannot hold them much longer.
I got to learn to lean back a little bit. I'm afraid I'm going to get these hunched shoulders, you know, gamer shoulders. I need to go to somebody in Freeport Militia House. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just to get the quest off the books. By the way, I'm going to start my stream by saying how many. It says I have 1,814 done. And we're not even close. So we're going to just jack that up until we get to 1814. One more. All right, there we go. We're at 1814. We took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down to mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. Freeport Militia House, which would be West Freeport, I believe. Sort of, kind of West Freeport. Down yonder. It's just down there. Do you ever notice that if somebody's giving you... It never happens anymore. Nobody will understand this anymore. You know how it used to be? If you're older, and if you're watching a stream of this game, you're probably older. That you just go ask for directions because you didn't have your phone to fall back on. And the map that you had was probably... Who am I talking to? Captain Vrondell. I have a Vrondell. Captain Vrondell. Okay, we got to go up another set of steps. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Where am I going? I went up the wrong steps. Okay. All right, here we go. Vrondell. Yes, I've played this game before. There he is. Of course.
You dare to approach a militia captain without being summoned? State your business or move along.
All right. Why in such a foul mood this early in the morning? I've come to collect on the Bloodskull Earring bounty.
Your contribution is one of duty and obligation and does not merit compensation. However, as we understand your need for supplies and repairs to remain a productive member of society, I reward you your bounty.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Let's celebrate with updating our file here. There. Bloodskull Orc bounty is off the table. I found a bounty issued by the Freeport Militia calling for for able citizens to aid in the resistance against the Orcish threat. I acquired 10 Bloodscowl earrings. Quite bloodstained, I might add, and brought them to Captain Frondel. I was awarded with a lovely ring. Thank you. The spilling of orcish blood is always a privilege.
Any scoundrel could spill blood, but we are citizens of Freeport, not scoundrels. Spilling orcish blood for the defense of Freeport is an honor. Be thankful for serving the Overlord.
It is my honor, lady. Now back off. All right, there we go. Perhaps we started off on the wrong foot. I was going to compliment her hair, but then I got to mention it being gray. And oh, that's going to go sideways real fast, wouldn't it? All right, get me out of here. Quick, before she decides she's coming for... Next. I'm going to go back to Commonlands, and I'm going to go to... maybe right there, the old Druid rings. One of my drops is from... those tortured maids. One of the drops I'm looking for is from tortured maids. So I wonder if I shouldn't just go to the Tower of Zar. This one, this thing right here. I believe that's where the tortured maids are doing their little walk around deal. So if I go there, you get tortured maids. Maybe this thing drops. Maybe it doesn't. It's going to be a rare drop. At least tortured maids. No, those are tortured souls. The maids weren't the ones in the castle, were they? I mean, in the tower.
I will show you the true pain of death.
So I only get one. It's my only chance at that thing dropping. I typically will not farm a drop very long on stream. And if it's a super long, now he's white to me, but I'm still not ready to give him a try after failing hard. All right, we'll do this bounty or the sandstone wedge thing. Find a suitable whetstone on the stone giants, so we're gonna do that. Anyway, typically, because this is a marathon, right? Not a sprint. What I will do is I'll get the shot quest right there, but I got it already. That'll move around. That wanted poster is repeatable, and it will move around to different locations. Like in the middle there, the main quest hub, Crossroads, it can be in there. It can be on a tree by a dog trapper pond. By decree of the Overlord. Bounty of the Overlord wanted poster. Bounty of the Overlord wanted poster. Now, I could check and see if, just to verify. There are a lot of quests to look through, though. If you go up to my Commonlands one, 97 quests in there. It is a little bit longer. Bounty of the Overlord. No. Condemned to death. By order. Here it is, by decree of the Overlord. I should have just looked for the repeatable symbol. Say, Commonlands is a little bit behind. If we take a look at Antonica, I have 103 completed there. So Commonlands is just slightly behind with 97. Now this may be one where I have to kill everything and wait for spawns. I should try to find a suitable whetstone on... Oh, I'm still doing the stone giant ones. Never mind. I'm looking for sandstone giants. Oh, that's not a sandstone giant. And I don't want to take the time to take the 2 swings to get that thing. All right, if it's... They don't tend to walk around here. Even though it's all blue. We just got rolling yesterday. My big plan was, I don't stream. Hey, that person's killing my stuff. Yes, it's my stuff. But it doesn't look like they can fly, so I gotta move faster than them. And then the servers went down again. And you know what it was for. They wouldn't say. I don't think they said, but it was for that little cash grab they got going on with their perks. Subscription perks. I haven't really considered using it. It seems like they're pretty popular. I don't mean popular in terms of opinion, but in popular in terms of people are actually paying for them. It's a weird combination because people are like, you know, grousing about it, and they're paying for it. So. You get a little spoiled on this server. You don't tend to have to compete for spawns. So it's really rare when you see somebody that, and at least it appeared to me that's what they were up to. I mean, they had killed one of them, the same thing I was looking for. And they were heading toward where more would or should have been, but I could have been wrong. They could have been just trying to get up there, and they got ambushed. As far as I know, there are not any placeholders. Stone giants. Yep, I had some plans and now it's not happening. War Elephant Training. I have to find this War Elephant Training Grounds. That's not way over there, is it? No, that's Tour of the Commonlands. Well, it's such a long flight. Plan is it looks like the place In the blue area, it looks like there's a chance it's sharing a spawn, then we're gonna have to take you down. We got the lame horse, boys. Oh, man, we had to put your earthen rumbler down. There's a cutthroat. So.
Did we bring a healer with us?
Did we bring a healer with us?
Bet you never saw us coming.
To arms!
I think a guy could just run. Ooh.
Tear them apart!
Ma'am?
Humans are very scared to face an eternity of subject.
Your only chance is to run! Your only chance is to run!
Forgot to resupply my arrows.
Now prepare to face an eternity of fear.
Halt! In the name of the highwayman!
Bet you never saw us coming.
In the name of the highwayman? Interesting.
You'll have to do better than that.
You think these are highwaymen? A form of highwaymen?
Now, prepare to face an
Where were
eternity
you hiding,
of
Zelda?
fear. You fell into our trap rather nicely.
Blam.
There is no escape. Surrender and I'll kill you quickly.
Bet you never saw us coming!
Right? I mean, that's the right thing to do, is to just take
Hold in
anything
the name of the highwayman.
is one or as a placeholder candidate.
Ready?
So when the servers went down yesterday
Bet you never saw us coming.
and they destroyed
Prepare
my
to face your
stream
doom,
in the evening,
Hitler.
which I don't believe I've done before because
Hold in
that's
the name of the
wifey
highwayman.
time. But she's doing her crafting weekend, so it's my opportunity to get a few of these times into stream, like 5 in the afternoon, when I never would before, 5 or 6. And then the servers go down. I should probably at least look what's in the chest in case it was a quest starter that. Because I do need a ring quest starter. I should look in that chest on the way back. I need a ring. I put it in there. Rings calling. But even like the mobs, 'cause they had a drop David back in the day. There was a 0.5% chance of it dropping was the and I believe that was the torture. But the old torture maid is a little stingy, by what I could say. Yeah, I don't know this language. The thing is, they're not using symbols, they're using letters. I don't know if it's a setting that I don't have. Did I say I was going to pick up a chest over here? Way up there. I emptied my bags out for our adventures today. To the point where I'm just being too lazy. Like, I don't even want to do the body looting. It's the body looting that's not like automatic. It's the parts. Just get, like, I don't want to do it anymore. This must have something in it. A strange thing happened before. There was a chest just laying somewhere that I had left, and I was waiting for a mob to spawn where the chest was laying, and it was probably coincidence, but it didn't respawn until I picked up the chest, and then it immediately respawned.
Now prepare to face an eternity of fear. Attack!
She yells attack, and everyone else just sticks to their business.
You fell into our trap rather nicely.
Now, prepare to face an eternity.
There's one of our boys. I trained him. I commanded him in Vietnam for 4 years. I don't remember. I'd say that makes him mine. How am I doing? I should find a suitable handle. The undead pirates may have a wooden peg leg that I can use. Are the undead pirates Irie? You mean the stuff that I just cleaned out of here? Of course. You got a spare leg? These guys aren't undead though. These regular old Joes. You see, they what's the word? Rekindled? Rebooted. Rebooted the Joe Schmo show. Hard to say that.
Bet you never saw us coming.
If you're not familiar with the Joe Schmo show, the original. It was a reality show. But everybody on it was an actor except for one person. And so it was like a survival type of thing, like Big Brother or where there's over the course of a period of the season, they have contests and stuff, and you become head of household. But
bet you never saw us coming.
Ridiculous. They push it as far as they can without making it.
Your burden looks heavy.
And everybody's
We're
in
happy
on
to
it.
lend you a
The
hand.
whole thing is scripted, and they have to adapt it based on what the
Halt! In the name of the highwayman.
target does. You know, Joe Schmo, what he does, the Truman Show guy.
Bet you never saw us coming.
Prepare to face an eternity
It
of
reminds me
peace.
of Undercover Boss in that how could you possibly... Like, Undercover Boss has been on for 10 years or so. I should try to find a suitable handle for the hatchet. Undead pirates. Undead pirates. These are not undead pirates.
You think that's going to stop
You
me?
understand the Undercover Boss idea that if a show's been on for 10 years,
Now!
and they do the same thing every time. They put somebody in a
Halt!
really
In the name of the
horrible
highwayman.
disguise. Like tape a mustache on their lip or put a wig on them and a pair of glasses, and it's the actual owner or the CEO or whatever. Let's say it was Hertz Rent-A-Car. And then the actual CEO will go to locations of Hertz Rent-A-Car and act like he's an old guy who's trying to get back into the workforce again.
Bet you never saw us coming.
And then he gets an undercover look at how things are run at one of the
You fell into our trap rather
franchises.
nicely.
That's fine, but boy, if I'm working somewhere,
You made a very
and a
serious
camera crew
mistake,
shows up
my
and says,
subject.
the person won a contest,
Bet you
try to
never
get
saw
a
us coming.
job, or they're thinking they might buy a franchise.
No!
I would get it. And then they always sit down for a lunch break.
Hold in the name of the highwayman.
And on the lunch break, the boss asks the person about their life. And they always have a heartwarming story. I'm not saying they're not legitimate, but they,
You made a very serious
it's not random who they're
mistake,
talking to when they go into that show.
To
Somebody
us!
who's a good worker or a horrible worker, like a horrible manager, a horrible lead, or just a really good worker that's got a bootstraps kind of a story. They're raising their little brothers. Their dad 24/7 care, and they're trying to meet. They have got tuition to pay and so on. The whole thing. It's always good. It's good because it makes for good television. I don't know if it would be as good a television if it's just somebody who did their job, but they didn't do it that well, but they did it well enough to not get fired. I mean, that might. Okay, what am I doing? More cutthroats? That's a lot of sashes. They should allow a pacifist way to do this. You can just go up there and, hey, fella, could you help a guy who's down on his luck? Just looking for a sash? And just see if maybe they cough up, Give till it hurts, I say.
You'll have to do better than that!
Never quite understood that line, give till it hurts.
They're after us! We must kill them!
You're in the same situation as the people you're raising the funds for because you gave till it hurt.
Bet you never saw
Your
us
building
coming.
looks heavy. We're happy to lend you a hand.
Here, give all your money until you're to the point where you need
Bet
charity.
you now are coming.
Just doesn't
You made
seem
a
right.
very
Anybody have
serious
some
mistake, my subject.
We got a couple goals we're trying to do. Trying to get to 20 followers. So. And I think all you gotta do is follow. I don't even think if you unfollow, it's a big deal.
I don't
I
have time
understand
for this
why you wouldn't
nonsense.
follow me. I don't intend to follow EQ2 streamers unless they're working on their goal. Because I'm following EQ2. I don't tend to follow everybody who streams on it.
Hold in the name
Like I
of the
say, though, when they
highwayman.
first start out, I try to give them a go.
Your only chance is to run. Bet you never saw
Looking
us
at
coming.
that followers, and I'm kind of just trying to plan out like how long do I do this. I enjoy it, but I also you have to kind of be you got to be a little more focused than you normally do. So it's a little bit more draining. when you
I should
stream,
hold them, and I'll
especially
take
since you
some
have
of them
to
with me.
come up with stuff to talk about the entire time. So follows are cool.
I was going
I
to
thought
let you
I
live.
there is
Now
no
I
alert.
want you
Like,
to
if you're a
suffer.
lurker, don't worry. There's no alert for people who follow. So I know there were times there was challenge back in my early days where there would be people I was thinking, oh, I'd like to follow them, and I didn't want to be called out of somebody's stream. Don't ask me why. It's just I didn't. He was a shy guy. I don't know. But
Tear them apart!
also, I am trying to get my average viewers at one time up. as well.
Your burden looks heavy. We're happy to lend
And
you a hand.
So if you want to drift and go on to something else, just turn your volume down if you wouldn't mind, and just leave my tab in the background.
Did we bring a healer with us?
Recognition, because I need an average
Mention it as
across
coming.
all of my streams. I need to average 3. That's a big ask.
Bet you never saw us coming.
I think right now it's at 0.8 or 1.8, depending on how they calculate it.
Your burden looks heavy. Surrender and I'll kill you quickly. Your burden looks heavy.
It really was
Perhaps
nice
to
having a
lend you
break
hand.
in between doing these Commonlands quests
The name of the highwayman.
doing some dungeon stuff. I did Betrayal.
Bet you
It was
never
a nice
saw
break.
us coming. Did we bring a healer with us?
Back to Lost Forest 4 days straight.
Your burden looks heavy. We're happy to lend you a hand.
So it's bittersweet.
Your
I don't
burden
like
looks
the idea of
heavy.
being
We're
done.
happy.
I love the idea of being done. I don't like being done as well, because that means where are these undead pirates? Undead pirates, are they even in this zone? The undead pirates. Undead. Are those the guys underwater? Let's do that. I think there's a tour of the Commonlands pit stop that's somewhere in that water anyway, so oh boy, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to fly. Think of all the nonsense I'm gonna have to come up with as I fly over there. The plunder of Gunthak. That seems, if that's a clicky, it's gotta, you'd think that would be underwater in that port. I hope I'm right. It's not lit up blue over there, but those are the only undead pirates I can think of, are the ones under the water. Show me silt sharks and such. Bird rock, yeah. Tartan's wheel. I didn't do that one either, but it's not filed under Commonlands. It's filed under World Quest or something. Grouping of seaweed. Silt shark. Bay sifters. Silt shark. Oh, if we zoom in, it is blue right there. It's little. Tour of the Commonlands. I think it's a fairly large tour, if I remember right. Should have put an announcement. I got a big announcement. Nobody would have came into the stream to watch that. Big announcement. Like, who's this clown? What do we care? The Lonely Tower. By the way, it's just a meme because it isn't a big announcement, but it is. We're gonna act like it is, all right? Hey, everybody. Now it is time for the big announcement that I've been teasing. I'm gonna try something brand new today, and I'm really excited about it. I've heard good things, and I think
You
now
best
is the
watch
time.
your step out here.
Here's the reveal. I am gonna try water today. I heard it's pretty good. I hope I'm not allergic. Yeah, that didn't give me the emotional release I was thinking I might have. Why is there a feather in here? Oh, that's a repeat. That's repeatable.
You best watch your step out here.
Oh, but no, it's not repeatable.
Well met.
I'm looking for work. I could. Oh my goodness, I didn't turn my game there. I could use some assistance with something I've been working on for the last few days. I need someone to go into the sewer system to the north of here and retrieve some stolen supplies from the goblins. I guess I could do that for you. Stolen supplies. I get this. Do you look at the stats? Look at the upgrade. Well, 8 primary attributes, that's the same. Yep. 8 stamina, that's the same. Yeah. And 3 combats, yeah, that's the same. Level 12. No. But look. It's legendary with the same stats. All right. 15 pieces of stolen supplies from the dead Gobble Rock. Oh, this is actually, isn't there it's a little zone, right? Was the zone actually in there? It's like a manhole cover or something. I can't recall. It's in Gobble Rock's hideout. Stolen from sewer system number 5. That is a distraction. Turn that off. I don't operate that way. It's A to B, baby. A to B with me. Oh, look, a shiny. Squirrel. We're heading over to the dog pond. Right there. You can tell it's dog pond because there's a bunch of dogs and there's a pond. Now I'm going to Barrage Meadow, which is probably right here. Yeah. Blue dot. Did not tell me where to go. It verified that it was the right spot. Next one. Oh, I didn't get my Barrage Meadow yet. Now I'm going to... I don't want to be part of this thing. Oh, great. Now I'm tied up in the middle of it. This is so silly. By the time it's done, you can't even go anymore. You just go and go and go and you run out of... I just need to be out of here.
Why does this always happen to me?
It's probably pretty fun if you have a whole group of people doing it. But
How bad can it be?
all right. I don't know. I have a hard time going. You know? That went pretty well. Right, but it ends up with an epic. Did they just give up on me? No. It ends in 10 minutes. Remember that emotional testimony I gave about how I don't get distracted? Yeah. Don't these usually turn heroic by now? Like if I kill them too fast, though, they're gonna. The faster they die, then the more HP they have. Thankfully, I'm able to keep my mana up pretty good. So I need 15 of these suckers. I got distracted yet again. Hey, but it's a quest, right? So maybe if I can pull it off, then I can get credit for doing it. Now what happened? What are these guys? Well, these are double ups. Still, my energy is hanging in there pretty good. My mana, or as others say, mana. I feel like if you call it mana, you should probably almost have a background music when you say mana, like. Give me mana. I understand if you maybe that you didn't. That's not the way you think about it. Like, no, we probably don't need that. Orc zombie. So that is draining just slightly, but it's refilled. It's like in between. In between, I'm able to get my ticks of mana back. I used to be a server for Mass, and my brother was as well, my older brother. And one day the priest tells us, no warning, this isn't something you do. So one day the priest says, yes, can you do the reading to my brother? And my brother's definitely capable of doing the reading. And he said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. He didn't want to. I mean, very few people actually want to do the reading, but he said, yeah, I'll do it. And then the priest says, because it was Easter, some special day in the church. He said, I'll need you to chant it. And I was like, what? What am I doing? And so he had to do the whole reading like, Peter said to Paul, you shall come to the Lord's side. He had to make it, like, there isn't any, you just make it up as you go along. Uh-oh. It's the bone pile. Is he even taking damage? It's barely moving. It's barely moving. Look at this. Is he healing at the same time? He's at 97%. This is not good. But doesn't he get like scaled down if we take too long to try to kill him or aren't doing damage fast enough? Doesn't he scale down and then you don't get as good of drop? I think that's the way it works. Well, there's only 3 minutes and 42 seconds left on this thing. That's not gonna happen. We're down to 93, but I suppose I could give him something that's not in my macro. This. Maybe one of these and one of those and one of them. But the other thing that does is it drains my power at the same time. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. If anybody's watching, could you come by and, on your level 130 and just put a spear up his anal orifice? Thank you for the cure, sir. I'm on a really boring rotation here. Yeah, so anyway, at this point, I just thought maybe he would go down to a easier mob level and then I could take him out. I assume later on, when did we get to 90 yet? 82, not bad. 81. So we're not going down. Let's see. Yeah, my healer's got plenty of. Thing is, he would have to be at least 50% health when I run out of power because I don't have the. I only, I can only use one power lozenge down here. The power potion, I can only use one, and I think the reset on that is like 5 minutes or something. It doesn't actually move, does it? I'm surprised it does. He truly is a bone pile, isn't he? 28 seconds left. I'm not going to use my power lozenge, because I assume he'll just boop, despawn. They use this model later on. I remember seeing it in Visions of Petrova. One of those things. It wasn't quite scaled so large, but that's how they get new models in this game. They just scale them. Oh, it's a little one. Look at there. Boop. Now, is this the non-epic version of him? Yeah, this is just the heroic version. Go down, dude. Well, I will not get him done in the amount of time I have either. Maybe need a debuff or something. I'm trying to look at some of the stuff I have that I don't have in my macro. I don't see much hope. If we had more time, we could have gotten him. The ritual will begin soon. Yeah, not soon enough. All right, laters. Back to our regularly scheduled distraction. That is, it's interesting because they brought that in to the level, you know, like that level, whatever it is, 15 public quest. But they didn't. There's not one like in Enchanted Lands. There's just a very low level. And then there's public quests quite a bit later on, but now I'm going to go to the Wailing Caves. You can see the Wailing Caves off in the distance there. I'm just starting to make out the shape of the dragon or whatever's in the, whatever that is in the doorway of that thing. Some days I like to get on a high level character and just go like to Sinking Sands or Pillars of Flame and just pick up shinies. Shinies and, you know, early on, that was my source of revenue, right? Roots, ores. Renethal. I know Renethal. He was here. Renethal. That's like, isn't that the guy that has the YouTube channel? Enlightenment Cemetery. There's that old broken down cemetery off on the horizon. You notice that in the Commonlands, there's not a lot of upkeep. Should we? I mean, we're this close, right? Oh, there's some green stuff. I didn't really want to, because now this will fall under the category of a distraction and a whole another thing on the list to condemn myself by. Right, because this is supposed to be just be a quick, get these Commonlands ones done as fast as we can. No, not as fast as we can. It's a slow burn. We're going to slow burn these quests. It's about doing every single one we can find. And over there. Now what's after me? Now look at you. Hanger, come over and take a leak on this guy. The gall. All right. Perhaps I, okay, my temper got the best of me. We're going to Druid Ring. Ring of Nature. Now what? Hey, the zone is supposed to be gray to me, and we still have green stuff in here. Now we're going to go to the Tower of Zarvan. Hey, maybe let's get the maid. She should have come back. Back in early game, you know, back when you... Hello? You wouldn't come over here, because they were all heroic. And you were weak back in the day. So you wouldn't be...
I will show
The Lore and Fauna, the Behemoth. Is this a quest in the... Oh, it's collectible. It's a collectible. Yeah. Everything else is in the raid zone. But you can come and get another one and put it on the broker. All right, is that it? Is that it for pages?
I will show the true pain of death.
Oh, Commonlands leaf. Those can be rare. Rare for two reasons, right? So the first reason being there aren't a lot of people coming around the Commonlands picking up shinies. And then, well, three reasons, right? So the next reason is it's such a huge area. And then the fact that there are a lot of items in the collection, like a lot of collections that spawn in the Commonlands. Visit the captain's deck. Now, okay, that's what I thought. It was the deck over here. I need to seek out the War Elephant Training Grounds. Just, is that another zone? I thought it was just like someplace in this. There's the ship down there.
Ready?
Oh, tried the old touch and go. Tried the old touch and go. Fine, we'll touch and kill.
I'm going to take my time with you, insect.
Maybe we should get out of here.
The Black Gates. The Black Gates. Like the Fallen Gates? Well, that dead air was brought to you courtesy of my wife texting me from her scrap camp. And I apologize. That is not. If you're going to be a streamer, you better understand that you got to actually create some content. And the top of my bald head is not probably what you signed up for. All right, so we're heading over to Fallen Gate here, which I believe we've done every quest, but I'm not exactly sure because I know there's that zone at the very back where you with the skulls and you got to click on different things. It's like a mini zone. There must be some quest in there, some finish up thing or something. Now where are we going? Seek the Tome Warden of the Academy of Arcade and Science. What? Seek the Tome Warden. Wait, what? We gotta go get our pirates. Our undeads. Our undead pirates. I. You know what I need? I need some like elevator music. Kind of, you know, like when you get on an elevator and then you've been having a conversation. You get on the elevator and you stop talking. So when I fly across the zone, then we'll just do the elevator music. I always want to have some of my parody songs ready to go for when I'm in the air. I like to make fun of the fact that nobody watches the stream. I think it's funny. It's funny because the fact that I always telling my sons for years, like, it's an easy formula, right? It's consistency. Have something that sets you out apart from other people doing the same thing, which I thought, well, in this case, I'll do EverQuest. And then the other thing was, there were three things. Three things, but anyway. Now I got a dog coming in here. I was just about to do something. What? Are you bored? Huh? Are you bored? Or do you need to go outside? We will play a song, I guess. Oh, for goodness sakes. Anyway, yeah. Well, I made just because it seemed to be doing this. We'll see how it works. Is it this one? No. It's this. The problem with that is it turns off all the audio. All right. Well, we're gonna see. She's been a little worried about things, and so she's a little loose. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we get her out before I have to clean the floor. Alright, let's finish our flight here. We're going for the undead pirates underwater here. Tour of the Commonlands. Seek the Tome Warden of the Academy of Arcane Science. There's got to be another... Or maybe I'm thinking of there's a quest to like do all the landmarks in the thing. Maybe that's, well, it's an achievement, not a quest. All right, White Dog is up in her spot. White Dog is in her spot. Yep, you're in your spot, aren't you? You're gonna have to get a Doge cam. She's yawning. I don't know how the dogs can sleep all night and then all morning and then still yawn. Okay, looking for some boys in here that are looking for trouble. Oh, they'd be by the shipwreck, I imagine. So we got the pirate of Guntek. And oh, we don't have a last one. What's that little thing there? That book. What's that book? No. Don't know. Yeah, I've done those Whaling Cave ones. I'm not interested. Now I'm sitting here thinking, well, okay, they've got a quest hidden somewhere. Examine the barrel. Open the barrel. The plunder of Guntek. Hey, is that one of those? There it is, right there. Found a barrel. I should slay the pirates. No, I need 20 of them now. Well, this is definitely, you have to come back in a little bit and do that. So we get to change this now to... There we are. Now we got that one to do. Some replacement grips for the chicken bane. The leathery hide from an elephant should work nicely. It should, but if there are any mobs here, I gotta kill them. Any mobs whatsoever, no matter. Because I feel like now that I've killed some, I'm gonna have to come back later. I mean, I gotta kill 20. That's lots of mozzarella. That's a lot. Commercial. What do you suppose product that was? Where they said that's a lots of mozzarella. Pizza, right? It'd have to be pizza. It was Tombstone or Tony's or... That's going to have to be one of those that I look up, because you know what? I'm going to wonder. And you're going to wonder if I made it up. So I'll say commercial. I can't spell mozzarella. Does anyone remember this commercial? I grew up in Detroit in the 1970s, and I distinctly remember a line from a commercial which was said by a man with a thick Italian accent. He said, "Oh, that's a lot of mozzarella." And I don't remember the product, and I've searched for it on several occasions to no avail. Can anyone help me find it? I don't recall, but it makes me think of either Shakey's Pizza or a place called... Yeah. Does anyone know how a lots of matzo frozen pizza can look like this? No. No. Look at this. Now this guy, this guy's pizza, it says it went straight from frozen. It skipped melting and went right to burnt. Did you cook it on broil instead of bake? He's like, no, man, some of this cheese did not melt at all. Now that's a spicy meatball. Mamma mia. I remember that one. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. And it wasn't even for it was for the Alka-Seltzer. Well, I'm not going to find out what the lots of mozzarella. I bet it was Tombstone Pizza because that would have been a little more regional at the time before they went. Okay, I stalled enough. Did I? That wasn't my intention. It was me just proving that I don't get distracted. But that's what we learned. That's what we learned in teacher education school. Is if something raises a question, then you should go explore the answer. Because your level of interest is highest when at the moment that, right, your level of interest in a topic is highest if you sort of raise... It's the whole idea of, what do they call that? When kids just they get a half an hour or whatever it is, 15 minutes, to just do anything that interests them. There's some accountability, right? But anything that happens to just, they wonder about or want to, learn more about. And with boys, let's face it, it's usually sports or video games, something. But the idea is then dig deep into something. Dig deep into something. Like, where does that take you? The original rabbit hole, I suppose you might say. All right, we finished a quest finally.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
We finished the strange stone wedge. I think we can finish a tour of the Commonlands if we just head into old Freeport there and go to the Academy of the Arcane Sciences. Oh, for goodness sakes, my hand slipped. I was just going to impress chat, and I was just going to go up that curvy staircase like the best of them. Temple of War, that wouldn't be them. Hello, I'm looking for this.
What's that?
Tome Warden.
Do you need something?
Busy, very busy. Books, tomes, scrolls, and lexicons. The knowledge never ends, nor does my work.
Oh, I gotta go with this. I'm curious, what is your task? I bring the Bootstrutter's Field Guide to the Commonlands.
Ah, one of the field guides of the Hastin Bootstrutter. This shall make a fine addition to our library. The Academy of Arcane Science thanks you for your contribution.
Yes. Excellent indeed. Yes. And for that, I get this 14-slot bag, of which I am grateful. It's useless, but believe me, Tome Warden, I am grateful. And I visited all the locations listed in the Bootstrutter's Field Guide to the Commonlands. Having done so, I decided to return the book to Freeport's Academy of the Arcane Sciences, keeper of all knowledge. The Tome Warden was delighted and rewarded me with a valuable piece of the Bootstrutter gear and a home edition of our game. Meaning that is the next quest.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
If I can get a little faster at my editing of my text file, then I can speed up the getting these filled in. Okay. The next one I'm wondering about is the Plain Old Disease. I really feel like I did that one. So I'm just going to get the waypoint where the quest giver is for that, and then that'll verify that I'm correct, or unfortunately verify that I'm absolutely incorrect. And well, the way things are going, all right, it says I gotta go see Hanif in the West Nomad camp. So we're gonna go to the Druid Ring in the Commonlands. Yeah, we'll do the Spire. It's probably a good one. Well, happy Saturday, everybody. If you work a Monday through Friday job, congratulations, you made it to the weekend. I know it feels good. I've been retired for about 4 or 5 months now, which is why I'm streaming. Because I'm afraid what I would do is, like, my brain is telling me to go get a job. I didn't put money into retirement so I could go get a job. Oh, look, I'm wrong. Absolutely wrong. This guy is sitting here. He wants to give me this quest.
Hello.
And I'm going to let him. I don't think he had any dialogue, did he? Those spared personal pain feel themselves called to assist the pain of others. We must all carry our share of the misery which lies upon the world. Wouldn't you agree? I'm going to just be like caffeinated here. I couldn't agree more. I'm glad to hear that. It is often, too often, that citizens here hold a narrower outlook. I myself have felt a calling to tend to the suffering of those unfortunate souls. Are you like a healer of some sort? Indeed. Let me turn the game sound down again. I can't hear because my volume's turned down. Indeed, I follow the doctrines of the ancient Springview healers, a grand house of healers that felt themselves called to help attend the pain of others. Well, is there a way I can help ease their pain? It is my mission in life to ease the pain of others. And to have a batch of fries once in a while, but mostly to ease the pain of others. Got me some medicinal aids to alleviate some of their discomfort. The medicine can help alleviate the pains. I know all about that. Woke up with a little bit of a beaner ache this morning. And you know what I'm saying? I went and I got me some ibuprofen. And some elixir of ibuprofen speeds healing to the brain, especially when you have too much caffeine the day before. All right, I can do that. What do you need there, pals? I'm going to get Footman's Gauntlets of the Disciplined. And as is our customary, let's take a look at... Oh. I don't know why I'm impressed so much with these, but I am. I like the detail on the knuckles. I should have the rest of the set. I do like what I'm wearing, but except quest. All right, great. I require mushrooms, stone beetle mandibles, and the festering skin of the scourge rats. Sounds easy enough. I was going to ask where I should look from, but I figured head toward the blue stuff. I am here. They want me to go around this. That lake there has the mushrooms. And aggro orcs too, but you can see them popping up already right there, some, and right there. Well, I don't know if we can do this without getting aggro. I don't think they're all the way around the edge, are they? This is the most curious thing to me. Like, yeah, bridges are nice. Certainly they're nice, but I mean, they could have just gone right there. We should do like a timer. And then time how long it takes us to go around across this way, and then time how long it takes to go around the edge. So can you imagine how long it took them to... I mean, it is like, look at the craftsmanship here. This is really something. One of my goals, if you think I'm making sport of the whoever built that, and it's a lovely, lovely job. If you think I'm making fun of them, remember, I am here to appreciate. When we're in these zones, we appreciate all of the work that has gone into creating the zone. There's some shrooms. What kind of elixir is this dude building? Then we get some beetles. Get some beetle mandibles. Never, I mean, I'm a little too young, but never was a Beatles. Never got into the Beatles. I'm not saying their music is bad. Certainly, I mean, I'd be a fool to say that, right? Too much evidence to the contrary. But not me. I didn't really get into music that much until I got into high school. I was in high school in the 80s, which to me is, I just feel blessed that when we heard Van Halen or AC/DC or Def Leppard, it was like we heard it fresh. Like, you know, it wasn't listening to an oldie station. Like, it would debut and we'd hear that stuff. We'd be like, wow. Whatever it was, you know, whatever our flavor was in the day. And that's still true today, but you know, as you get older and you listen to the younger music, you just think, where's the words? It's just noise. And if you don't feel that way, you're going to lose your... Did I do the giggling orc? I think I did. It says I'm supposed to click those rocks right there. And they're not clickable, so the orc has giggled. So I'm going to go back here, and I believe we're going to have plain old disease is going to be a thing of the past. No. It's a little bit longer than that. Administer the first 2 doses to the worst off here at the camp. So I give it to 2 people, go back, tell them the visions the lepers have been having. And then I got to go get something from one of the cemeteries in the area.
Well met.
Just in time, mighty one. I shall mix these, and then they will need to be administered to the victims here. Which ones? There we go. Takes no time at all. Now, give this to Durio, Campilu, and Galaladodon as I make further notes. Also known as people that have red books above their skulls. There was one. Are you in there? No. Are you in there? Gala. I need Gala. Gala. She in this one? Well, it's the only one left. Okay. Hello. 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 Yep, they're very impressed.
Well met.
You know, always knock on the tent door before you go in. Thank you. It's sure to help. My pleasure. Let's wait for that last one. There we go. There we go. Okay. There was dialogue there, but I was distracted.
Hello.
Delightful. You have once again proven that each one of us can do a little bit to bring some portion of misery to an end. Yeah, they spoke of visions when I gave them the medicine. Do you give it more credence than just the ravings of dying and fevered souls? Yeah, the fear in their eyes cannot be denied. Well, I admit that talk of such visions has reached my ears too. I was quite skeptical that there was an unnatural connection with the affliction at first, but more tests and reported visions are convincing me otherwise. Perhaps it is connected to the ancient pox from the plague bringer. This disease is something of a curse from another plane? That is something very worth my study. I need to run some tests to be sure. We need some solid information to go by on some flesh or the fluid of the long-closed plane. Lucretius Domna should have what we require. Where will I find her? Her interest in disease and undeath have taken her studying the undead amongst the Commonlands graves near the unturned spires. Take this note to her. Do hurry, as this may be an important breakthrough. Yes. Right down. Some people want to fill the world with silly love songs. I got that Paul McCartney song stuck in my head when I said the Beatles earlier. Because somebody, I don't know, was it Ringo or Lennon, somebody said McCartney, and basically his contribution was just a bunch of silly love songs, or I don't know. And then he took that to number one. Some people want to feel like silly love songs.
Greetings, traveler.
You are disturbing me. Begone before I make you a walking cadaver. Continuing the welcoming opinion of it. You know, I like it on the Kino side a little bit better. I just don't want to be a pally. I have a note for you from this healer dude. Oh, for him I will allow an interruption. His findings are interesting and worthy of my house's assistance. But you must help me too. Okay, what do you want? I require parts from the undead here for my studies. All right, I'll do some hunting. All right, good. Some zombie sinew. Bunch of sinew coming up. Five sinew to be precise. Even one from a color con. Color con. Color con. Color con. I did not find any quest items. I did not find any quest items. Alright. I got all the sinew I need. Thanks for volunteering, though. Your sinew is not worthy.
Hello.
Dissertation of affliction and some pulsing flesh. Now, I can't help but notice that this scroll is kind of cylindrical and got a little bit of an angle upwards here. And then there's a little, like a ball beneath it. You know, like a fleshy little ball. Yeah, and it's called pulsing flesh. And then look at my response. Gross. That's appropriate. I'm offended. Daybreak Games. Your little hidden jokes in here. Nothing a little diet do won't cure, eh? Say no more.
I greet you.
You're back, and with the scroll and flesh. This is wonderful. Yes, I got the flesh for you right here. This is delightful. I must get started in testing this right away. Believe me, by the look of that ball, you better get the test going. I seem to recall you said something about crude rewards for my help. And you are so deserving of it. I am just so excited about this breakthrough. Forgive my one-track mind. Hey, I understand there, Hannif. I get going on something. I get going. I'm locked. Yeah, put the horse blinders on, dudes. I mean, right to it. You have been invaluable help to me. Such help is rather difficult to find these days. Here are the rewards. Help is hard to find, buddy, because nobody plays this low-level content, and they're all over on the Origin server. So it might be a couple weeks before someone else wanders through here. Thank you. I just finished a quest. Don't look now.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a
I get these footman's gauntlets for doing my work too. It's time to head over to the... we certainly need to make a change here. We need to cross off the fact that we have done plain old disease on our little notepad. Things are looking up. We're not even halfway done, though. But we're working on the... No, we did the bandit sash bounty, right? No, we didn't. We got to go talk to... we got to go... We were in the foot. You know what we'll do? No, we won't. We're going to fly over to the... I was going to go into town first and then take the bell back so we'd be right there. But I'm assuming those guys have spawned. And we do need 16 more. I don't know that there were 16 spawned. So we go over. We take care of these pirates of Guntak. I want for Guntarvant. So we go over there to the pirates of Guntak. We take care of that beeswax. They'll give us a chance to dry off. I wander where Gunther went. So when I'm in the Freeport, Nectalos Forest, I actually have 5 tome quests. It's 8, because one of the books has 3 quests, but 5 tomes that have quests in them. So it's more than just a little bit left in Nectalos Forest. And whenever I end up betraying, I'll need to go in there again just to make sure something doesn't pop for goody two shoes. I'm not aware of anything that works that way in there, but because it is a evil, bad, whatever, Freeportish type of filled with disease and such. I took that guy out over there. Sometimes I tab and it'll grab somebody. I have no even a guard at times. But I've been in Freeport before, and you know I have my one button macroed. Yeah. I've taken guards. I mean, they've just slayed me. I'm friendly to them, but then I tab and attack. And, yeah, it's ugly. So I have 11 out of 20. Just going to do a quick little roundabout again. Take out anything. Oh, they're popping already. Maybe. They don't have to go to Freeport. Proportion. There we go. Now it's Saturday. Meaning people could sleep in, but it's a Saturday and you may not get a lot of chance to play EQ2 over the course of the week. So you might have to get up early on the weekend just to play the game. You know, if you have a really busy week ahead. Yeah, Fallen Gate. I was in there. I didn't really see any gates that were fallen. But I think it means it was a gateway to Neriak. And now, hey, what's this? What's this all lit up for? Is that like an underwater breathing apparatus? For whatever reason, I don't... Like, every once in a while, I'll get fatigue, underwater fatigue, but otherwise I don't. And I don't know why it is, but I'm not reporting it. I'm not bugging it. I'm assuming it's one of my trade skill items. Okay, I got 16. So when I come back, it shall be finished. Going to Freeport. Yeah. All right, this one is travel within Freeport. I'm going to west. North. No, west. Captain Rondell. Hello, I'm looking for Captain Rondell of the Freeport Militia House. Oh, toodles. Oh, we'll take a look upstairs. I turned too fast for me. Oh, Mr. Rondell. Yes. Ma'am.
You dare to approach a militia captain without being summoned? State your business or move.
Come to collect under Dervish Sash bounty.
Well done, citizen. The Dervish cutthroats have been profiting from our city without the penalty of taxes or loyalty to the overlord for far too.
She's still rambling and ambling. But the one thing she didn't realize that we know.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Bandit Sash bounty, the quicker picker upper, is now done. Add it to the list. Who are these bandits? Well, she's going to yak. We're going to listen.
The Dervish cutthroats are comprised of bloodthirsty bandits bound to no law.
It's true.
They take any man or beast capable of slitting a throat.
How much can a band of unsurly thugs... And action. How can such a band of unsurly thugs be so organized?
They say they listen to one man only, their leader, a mysterious dark elf rogue known only as the Highwayman. This elf has enough power and charisma to charm any lawless scoundrel.
Thank you for the information, Captain. Volume turned down. I hope we never meet again. Pirates of Guntak. I need to go into the Valley of the Rogue Magi. And it's basically zone in and then that quest is done. And then the training grounds. So I've been yakking about that. I've been talking about those training grounds the whole time. So I'm gonna get my waypoint since I'm really horrible at finding the training grounds without a blue dot. Let's see how many steps there are. Seek out the War Elephant training grounds in Bloodskull Valley. Select Bloodskull Valley, the training grounds. Well, there we go. That's why I couldn't find it before. I don't know if that was supposed to be Jack Nicholson. Well, there you go. I think that's kind of what my voice was trying to do, but I am not very good impressionist. He's easier to do when it's the angry one. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. Here we go. Let's take a look at our Map coordinates. We have some entry points here. We have Befallen. We're not going there. We have the war. No, we're not going there. Valley of the Rogue. Magi. So that's one of them, and that is pretty much due south. Here we are. Valley high, valley high. Enter the, and we just that easily.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
And action. Is there any reason to? I'm guessing there's no reason to do anything here. All right, you got me. I didn't see you. All right, you win. You win. You win. Oh yeah, there is some reason to be in here. There's little papers on the ground, or at least one. Page 5. Add it to the stack.
Your blood calls to me.
Oh, little named action here. See a 1-up. Yeah. AA monster.
Death comes at last.
Let's see what this looks like. That is the most common piece of wonderful gear. What's nothing but positives here on the EverQuest II show. Nothing but positives.
Not sneaky enough to get past me.
Must not have eaten very much today. My stomach is growling like a banshee.
Hold the line.
It's only 10 o'clock. No, I had a slice of
Quickly to arms.
slice of pizza, and I thought, well, that's maybe enough cheese for
Are not welcome.
a little lactose intolerant in my older age. Never was before.
Your pitiful strikes will not stop me.
Summon help! Intruders have arrived!
She said it almost like they were gonna bake a cake for it. The intruders have arrived. Come on in. Come on in, Sonny.
Before we all die!
We've made some marmalade for you. And some pecan sandy cookies. I don't think I'm going to buy any of those extra perks that they've introduced into the game. I don't really need the extra storage. I mean, it'd be cool to have 100 slot something to share between characters, but it's kind of called a bank, I suppose. The extra AA points for the trade skilling one. Just hit the respec button. I mean, they did it the right way. Like if they would have just sold those outright, those abilities outright, they wouldn't have made nearly the money they're gonna haul in. Charging people by month, because by month people just kind of lose track. You know, they're used to, instead of $14.99 or whatever it ends up being, instead of that coming out, and all of a sudden it's $17. Whatever. You know. We have a dog that loves to bark at everything in the world. You know what? This could possibly qualify as a distraction. Because I didn't need to come in here. These, it's possible I do not have these pages. In storage, I'm talking about. Oh, I am trying to be so dainty and go up these steps one time only. All right. We're working on it. No, they won't let me go out the window. Isn't that bizarre? I can go out the window in Commonlands. I feel like my character moves too fast. I have the J boots on. You can get another. Oh.
Prepare to face your doom, Mentor.
Headband of Vigor. I bet it's a no appearance. We don't know that yet. Clear. Try again. Oh, it's just that. It's not a headband. It's a full-blown lid, dude. It's a full-blown lid. All right. So we can do one more check. Peek inside each one of these things. Okay, that guy's gone. There's no... there's a page. I was looking more for the pages, but... my nose itches like a son of a gun. And it's not dry air. It's just itch. It itches a lot, and then it kind of gets really sore from being manipulated constantly.
Your eyes are so pretty.
Is this guy gonna pop? No, he's already been popped.
Destroy the invader.
All right, Vizier. Not bad for these being random.
You covered your approach well.
Not a name.
It doesn't matter now.
Not bad at all. Getting quite a few of those. Now we got them all. Okay, we're going to head out to the exit sign. Chat, do you say the word like the word egg or the word X when you say exit? So you might say exit, like EGZIT, exit. Or you might just say X and it, exit. And they end up sounding almost similar. Like really close. Okay, now I'm going to find the one called Elephant Training Grounds. Bloodskull Valley. It should be right there, shouldn't it? This is oh, that's Gobble Rock's hideout right there. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze here in a minute. I'm looking up the training grounds. It says it is right here. Is it right where I was? Oh, it went off my target. There. Where am I? There. Okay. It'll do this every once in a while. It'll jump off of my target. Like I put it, it'll go to the last one I clicked on. If I accidentally click on or intentionally click on something on my map, and then I put in the waypoints, it'll jump to the waypoints, but then randomly it'll go back to the last thing that I clicked on. And I don't know why. But I do know I'm going to the old Elefante training grounds right now. And it'll probably be done at that point. I learned more about the disturbance. I should report back to Pearl Honey Wine in Kinos Harbor. Maybe not right now. Let's go, Valley. Which one is the Elephant Training Grounds? The one I'm on. I'll right click it. Is it Bloodskull Valley? The training grounds. I'll click and then maybe it'll give me the option. Training grounds. Okay. I completed a quest. Oh yeah.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
That time I was able to update my overlay in time for the song to be done. There it is. I made my journey to the Elephant Training Grounds. Do you think they have pages here? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not really interested in this. If there was a named guy down here, maybe. That dog is driving me insane. Must be a UPS delivery or FedEx delivery or USPS delivery. I would yell, but it never matters. All right, so let's head on back to the... Look, I did it. I didn't get distracted. Oh, now we're going to bark white. Don't fall for her shenanigans. They're not ringing the doorbell. There was a period of time where they would FedEx would drop it off and ring the doorbell. And then all hell break loose, man. Right? The smaller the dog, the bigger the bark. Right? Yeah. Dogs have got the Napoleon complex or whatever it's called. Well, word is you're not supposed to be nursing Pop. Whether it's regular or diet, you shouldn't nurse it. You should just... But I get pretty lucky. I think it's my... almost everybody has one of those... those ultrasonic toothbrushes. I think that helps a lot. They're not sitting there scraping like when I go to the dentist. Now, back when it used to be 4 or 5 years, because I just have anxiety about the dentist, it's worse now than ever, but the anxiety of cavities is way stronger than the anxiety of a dentist. So... Hello, Pirate of Gunfire. It was a pleasure to kill you again. Looky there.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
that one, when the song started, I was like, I've got a purpose, and that purpose is to update this quest so fast that nobody will ever have seen one, and then the song would be done, and I would have already updated my overlay on my OBS screen there, and then I outsmarted myself. I started like fidgeting and getting nervous, and I didn't do it. I didn't pull it off. Son of a gun. So according to this, we have this one called Terathal's Revenge. Same thing you're looking at over on the side. It's the same file. It's the one I update. So I got Terathal's Revenge. We should probably look that one up. And then this Ring's Calling. And the Lion Mane Help. As a reminder, those were the ones that were drops. So the D there's a drop, and then this. So our best bet is to do I'm just going to look up Terathal's Revenge and see what the dealio is on that. Okay. It says I got to go to Bloodskull Valley, the excavation site. And then I was right there. I was right there. Bloodskull Valley, the excavation site. Maybe we listen to one of these songs. That's one of these parody songs.
Bought the mic, set up clicking on the stream. Dreaming big, it ain't quite what it seems. No viewers sitting, just waiting alone. Spilling coffee all over my phone. Got the SM7B, big investment made. XLR cables, but my talent's delayed. Settle in and chat, no one's around. Whisper to myself, guess I'm streaming to the ground. EverQuest the name with the story but my channel's empty, my hope started to die. Gave it a week, then I threw in the towel. Guess I'll watch Asmon go from now. Confident, at first thought I'd be the best. Within days, my courage put to the test. Graphics all fancy, overlays top notch, but all I got is silence, nobody to watch. Press and go live, thinking this is my shot, but alone in the room, all I got is squad. Dreams turning gray like a faded old screen. Streamer life ain't as easy as it may seem. EverQuest the name with the story but my channel's empty, my hope started to die. Gave it a week, then I threw in the towel. Guess I'll watch Asmon go from now. Press and go live, thinking this is my shot, but alone in the room, all I got is squat. Dreams turning gray like a faded old screen. Streamer life ain't as easy as it may seem. EverQuest the name with the story but my channel's empty, my hope started to die. Gave it a week, then I threw in the towel. Guess I'll watch Asmon go from now.
Salutations.
Okay, I will return soon. So this guy came in here, but then I was like, "Hey, I'm heading in. I can take care of this for you." So we did get it. It was just inside this zone, Terenthal's revenge.
You should have time to meet your time to meet your sound the alarm! Destroy trespassers! Destroy all trespassers! I will hold them! Fall back and get us help! There are too many! We must regroup! There are too many! We must regroup!
There's too many. We must regroup. I got one guy and his mercenary. There's too many. We must regroup. Well, those guys aren't. Am I lighting these torches? Yeah, I think I'm doing something with these torches. Destroy them. Oh no, I think I used that to get a flame or something. We'll see. I'll click on it. We'll see if that's what I needed to. Grab the torch. Tortorish.
You should have left. Destroy all trespassers! Destroy all trespassers!
That torch. Ooh, look at that. Look at that big boy. Can I fly in here? No. Ooh, that looks like fun. Little arena action. We'll go in there and throw it down.
You should have left when you had a chance.
And the barking again. Burn. Nope, it looks like I gotta go get a flame each time. Go get a flame. Orcish torch.
Sound the alarm! Destroy all trespassers! Destroy all trespassers!
Not very hospitable group. Destroy all trespassers.
Cannot hold them much longer!
Torch inspector, don't mind us. Just passing through. These wagons got to be destroyed. You know, when you're on the Noob Island, or whatever it's called, Isle of the Overlord, Outpost of the Overlord, that, and you burn the tents, and then, or maybe Queen's Colony, you burn the tents. But the one where you burn the tents, then anything near them dies. That doesn't happen here. Is there one more? No, there's two more. I see one way in the back. You're doing pretty well avoiding. I'm playing Frogger. Oop, he saw me. A bunch of guys gonna see me here. All right, let's have a few more people join in. Why not? Come on over there, friend. Jump in the mosh pit. There's my last one right there. And I'm not going to go check and see if I can just light it without a torch. I'm just getting a torch. They saw me. And he's dead. Potato. Wonder what I had for lunch today. It's like your whole existence. When you retire, your whole existence is what do I have for lunch? And before that, it's what do I have for supper? Or what do I pack for lunch? Or what leftovers do I have for lunch? It's always got to prep. It doesn't end just because you're retired. Although you don't have to plan nearly as much when you retire. You don't know what day it is typically. Let's see. Kill the Trilogite champion. So I would assume the champion is going to be in that arena. That I'm going to have to go in there and. We're going to have to have a showdown, a throwdown. Chad, do you have a favorite show? You have a favorite cooking show on TV? Most people really get into that one where that guy's angry all the time. We're heading into the old Blood Skull Arena. I really like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay. I could watch Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay all the time. Here he is. He's just a little one-up, dude. We beat him, though. I gotta go see. I got the bloody. It says it's a horn. Let's see if it looks like a horn. Yep, that's a horn. Okay. We'll squeak through here. Squeak through here. squeak through here. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is how it was supposed to start, isn't it? Yeah, it was supposed to be this ring event. How did I get through here without this starting? Or not? Oh, that's a different... That's... Oh, what's it called?
Well met.
Have you destroyed the war machines? Yes.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Yeah, so I just have the two left there. I have the rings calling and then the lion's mane. Whatchamajigger? Lion's mane helm. Those are drops. They didn't drop in the course of us doing all the things that we were going to do. So we're going to go turn off our checklist. Now, as you can see, we got a little screen on the bottom there. It gives me a little alert if we get any chat. And this is the amazing thing. This is the amazing thing. If we go to the we gotta turn my volume down. I wasn't even watching my own channel. I could have anyway, if we go to my channel, I don't think this is going to be a big deal. Creator channel. And then I go to content and video producer. All right. If we go to this is all the content that I've produced so far. Okay. 3 hours, hour and a half, 2.5, 2, 21 minutes, 4.5 hours, 2.5, 1.5, 3. What does this add up to? 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5, 1, 2, 150, another 2 hours there. And then we're 2 hours and 42 minutes in. If we look at all of that, all that time, one comment in chat. All right, we're in Antonica. We're going to try to get into Kinos Harbor. We're looking for a little fat squatty tree on the side. That gives an indication that we are near the peat bog. straight ahead. Go to down below. Down in the down below, we can find Kino's Harbor. Pearl Honeywine is right by the. If we take the sewer drain that goes to Kino's Harbor, she'll be right there. We can get our update for the quest called Disturbance. Disturbance, I think, is a little bit longer quest because it's a world event. No, I guess not. I get awarded this thing for the the Overseer quest. It disappears. I don't know what's going on. I'm at max level on my Overseer, but she should be standing right here. There she is.
Hello.
Have you learned anything new? Yeah, I believe the Dakota are paying the Rokilik to look for rare substances. Hey, I didn't even expect to finish that one. Oh, she gave me another one, huh? Well, let's finish the quest.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Pearl Honeywine, the social anthropologist, asked me to continue my investigation into the role of... I'm sorry, I can't say that. Rokilik's connection with the Dakota. While she's interested in their relationship, I'm interested in what the Dakota want from these mines. It's pretty obvious that whatever it is, they want the job done fairly quickly. Hopefully, by questioning a few of the Rokilik miners directly, I'll be able to figure things out. And if I do that, I get a level 50 cloak that's fabled that I can't wear for about 3 months. So that's exciting. So I'm going to the Commonlands and I'm talking to Surveyor Manak. Beep 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 beep. Manak beep 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 beep. Go to the Commonlands. He's going to be somewhere on that side. That's my feeling anyway. I am there. I don't know if we get a blue dot special or not. We'll get in the air and see if that's the case. I do see a quest update right there. The bookie go flashy. Just a little dot on the horizon.
Well met.
Yeah, I'm wondering, okay. Speak to somebody in the Thundering Steppes. I can do that. This wasn't even on my plans for the day to do the, I don't know. Should I take that one? I think I'll take this one just for grins and giggles. I don't know if it's going to be shorter or not. I started my day early, and I think that one little slab of pizza and a little caffeine has allowed me to I think I am just going to, let's see. Yeah, nothing flashing yet, so Dogs are making a bunch of noise upstairs. Good alignment, evil alignment. It's really weird. It's actually me sending me to the good alignment person. I was supposed to start it by talking to Mariva Deniviv, whatever. Who cares what her name is? All right, go to Thundering Steps. The quest dialogue and text incorrectly implies for you to search the nearby caves. Instead, enter one of the following instances based on your level. For example, level 90 will still be required to go to the icy dig. All right, so I'm going to go to the I'm going to go to Commonlands and do that. Okay, I'm going to talk to this guy. Fairly close. I think I picked the right entry point. Whoa. Whoa, I'm trying to get above that dude. He's a big boy. Oh, it's Blood Talon. Okay. Yeah, I do think maybe my next order of business, I'm going to just check some writs, probably offline, but is to level up to 25. I don't have to be a hero here. If I'm not seeing quests because I'm level 22, I'd rather not backtrack. My goal is to do all the quests. It isn't to do them all under an extreme challenge. I'd like to do as many as I can while maintaining my level, maintaining a level that's... Why Earth Rumblers? Look at these guys. Are they all triple ups? They are. 3 level 25 triple ups connected together. When I tried to just come in here and mind my own business, they made the mistake of not checking my AA points. My handy dandy combat macro.
Well met.
He says, "Whew, it's about time. Am I stopping to take a break?" Is about time I am stopping to take a break. Can I ask you a question? You may ask, but I might not be able to answer it. All right. What exactly are you looking for? Can you give me a tour of the mines? Tour is not possible to give a tour. I'm only in a short break. You can tour by yourself through any of the mines we control, but do not get in the way of the other miners. Some of them are very short on temper. They might find your visit upsetting. I am sure that you may already notice. Well, the Rumblers definitely notice, but these guys don't. But I'm going to end up killing them. If I end up getting in combat. All right, so I got to just go probably right where I'm at, but we'll see. Thanks for the warning. All right. Yeah, dogs are wishing I would give them some detention. Well, you guys are definitely goofy. Are you coming down here fighting? Yes. Hey, it's going to end up getting ugly, I'll tell you that. Usually when you two get fighting, it's your fault. Yeah. Hey, you're dangerous right now. You're dangerous. What a knucklehead. Are we calmed down now? Are we calmed down now? Look, this is the face of a dog you can't trust. This is the face of a dog. This is the face of a dog you can't trust either. Look, these kind of shenanigans must end right now. These shenanigans have got to end. Now, that white dog down there, that's your ally. Don't get in trouble. And of course, the trouble will continue. It's kind of quite a long ways away here. I don't even see a spot in there where there is a mine. Unless somebody just put the wrong symbol on the map. Man, I know I did this quest years ago, but... These are world quests, so these things were part of an expansion, perhaps? Is that what it is? They're used to introduce lore into the game? Is that what it is? Here. There's an X here. This cannot be the right spot. What? I don't even know what I'm looking at. That's not a... Ruins of Arsuna is there. That doesn't even look like anything. Open grave. Another open grave. Sinkhole. No, this isn't even anything. I've really never been this... The quest dialogue and text incorrectly implies for you to search the nearby caves. Instead, enter one of the following instances based on your level. Self-mentoring does not affect which instance you need to use. For example, I read that part too. If you're grouped with someone not on the quest, you won't see the instance as an option to zone into, nor will they be able to zone in with you once grouped. The role this excavation in the Commonlands. I'm in Thundering Steppes. Thundering Steppes not equal to Commonlands. All right, I'll just breathe through it. Now, bear in mind, I wasn't prepared for this quest. Now what happens when we paste the coordinates in? It probably actually leads to some place. Probably leads to some place. It does. I think it's the same zone we were just in twice, except it'll have a different name. So we're going to the Roikilik. Oh, my poor dogs need a walk or something. I'm not a very good host, you know. I get on here and I start streaming. I need to interact more with the dogs, but then it just looks like you're using your dogs for content. Yeah, no, I don't think I probably was this side. Because it didn't. Yeah, let's turn around and do the one behind me. Yeah, it takes so long to zone in just to zone back out again. All right, Commonlands probably should load faster. I think we know that zone. The thing is, the other one was. Hopefully, this will be. I don't want to go to the Shipyard Cove, so. No. All right, well, let's give her one more try. Maybe I was off. No, it says that's where I'm going. All right, it says I have to. Nope, that is not the way it goes. You must left-click the door to be given the option to enter the instance. Just right-clicking will not prompt the select destination window. There is a bug, and often you will need to enter permafrost, go back through the door into Everfrost to enable the ice dig as a choice. This is not what they said it would be. So is there a bug in this too, where I'm going to have to go in and out a couple times? Here's a deal. We'll do it 3 times. 3 more. It just says Bloodskull Valley, so... You know what I'll do? I'm going to get rid of my... I'm going to dismiss my mercenary. There we go. That's considered being in a group if you have a... Bloodskull Valley. We're waiting so long. If I cannot be in a group, did they expect me to sneak into this place? If they're going to be orange to me and triple up heroic mobs? I mean, under what circumstances could you get in here? Sneak? Do you think I should have snuck into this thing? There's no way they would have expected when this content came out, there is no way they would have expected you to Maybe it's just a sneaky quest. But they didn't give very good information for it. Enter the zone, look for the 2 towers close to the zone entrance. If you have a mercenary with you, you must unsummon it before clicking the gate. Then you will get the selection to enter the instance. Once inside, you may resummon your mercenary. Okay. Each tower, examine the parchment on the table. Well, I don't care. I mean, if I can get credit for killing a guy, I'll kill him. I'm supposed to be sneaking. What fun is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. 6 triple up oranges. Let's see how we do. Oh, that's a double up. I take it back. Well, they are denting my health. Thanks to mercenary rot stomper, things are looking up. So according to this, they normally you'd work your way up, sneak up here, and then turn your camera just right, and they wouldn't see you. They're seeing me. They're clearly seeing me. Mercenary, we really could use you up here. Yeah, this is really confusing to me. Because you could come up here at 29, I believe, and these guys would be up here, but they're still. Yeah, they are quite a bit above me. It's wild. Scroll red. Bruh. Now, normally I'd just jump off, but you know what? My mercenary wouldn't figure that out. There's a tower. Do you see any more towers? I don't. Oh, there. I certainly do. There's one, but in each tower. In each tower. Over there. In each tower, it says.
Yours not as sneaky as you thought.
Raffle Stomper. I got P-Vision. Thank you. Remember that raid where if your screen turned yellow and you had to go run in, you had to go like cleanse yourself with something or whatever. I got the B-Vision. Cure, please. Thank you.
Times to leave, yes!
Oh.
Definitely times to leave!
That chest is simply exquisite. Oh, oh, I thought I had 2 masters, although it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'll take it. This is my information, and then I just have to know the biggest thing here is to figure out where that last tower is. I wonder if it's just in one of the tents. I'll get away from here and just figure out. I'm sure it's a dot on my map somewhere. Nah. The trainer? You think maybe the trainer's the last kill? Well, I won't know until I look in the actual. Look at this. Ooh, my goodness me. I have learned my lesson. I am not going in there. I wonder why they would put that in there if you have to come in here solo. We'll do that. Maybe I got to go up on top of the roof of that or something. You recovered? You're pretty warm. You're pretty warm. Do I want fast food? I don't even know if I want fast food. I don't want pizza, I'll tell you that. We'll take a look-see gander in here. Is this it? No, it's a table. We got halfway there. Table. There's a ladder. Maybe up on the roof is another. That didn't. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. We'll go in. I didn't really want 4 at once, but you all tired out, Whitey? You tired out? I want the large stone building nearest the lake. They really did do a good job explaining it all. It's just I didn't do a really good job reading it all. Hey, I need a health lozenge here, buddy. Nearest the lake. Well, there's the lake. So I did have the right one. Maybe it doesn't draw till I'm up there. It says it's on top of the stone building nearest the lake. Yep. Nothing. On top of the table nearest the lake. Well, there's not 3. It says in each tower, examine the parchment on the table. At the top of the tower, whatever. If you're on the right spot, you can click and examine it and still remain out of sight. Then, go to the roof of a stone building west of the 2 towers by the zone entrance and examine the 3rd parchment. There are 3 stone buildings, 2 large and 1 small. The one with the parchment is one of the large building, and it's the one closest to the lake. Okay, well, it's not these. So my guess is there's a stone building. What? Stone building by the entrance. No, that's not the case. Does it move? Well, I did that one. I haven't done that one over. That's 2. Closest to the lake. All right, we're dealing with this one then. Yeah, it's right there. So We had a different interpretation of what closest to the lake was. I don't even know how I got to the point where I'm doing Revelation. At least it'll be done. We good? Speak with Pearl, honey. Why do I want to get this guy though?
You're not as sneaky as you thought.
I mean, how often you get to get an orange? Whoa, 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 whoa. Heals, boy, heals. Heals. I gotta do a little healing of my own, apparently. Alright, this'll do it. That didn't even do it. Oh, I didn't get it triggered off. It does like 5 grand of damage. Wasted. Okay, exquisite. It was worth the bristle silk cowl. And then here's another instance where they're just not creative at all with the. Just not creative with their loot. They just so understaffed there that they went through, they redid all the loot. So anyway, they do a good job at the game. I think they're wonderful. Pearl Honey Wine. We hardly knew ye were coming to Antonica. Good old Pearl Honey Wine. We're coming to Antonica, and we're also coming to what I would think must be close to the end of this little run. Yeah, we're gonna fly her in. Gonna head over to the old peat bog again. I knew a man named Pete Bog. He was quite. He could make. He was a butcher. All right. I didn't know where I was going with that one. Tip to all you amateur skit writers: don't go into a skit without knowing where you're going with it. Yes, sir. All right, I got to take a closer look because sometimes I go a little too fast. I think it's this. Yes. I'm not picking up a shiny in this zone. Vermin Snai now. Vermin Snai, we've been in there several times. It should load fast. Tip to Daybreak Games. Load faster, please. I don't recall the game taking this long to load, honestly. And since the game came out, since that time, think about all the improvements in. Like, I was still on dial-up early on. I had like a 486 DX computer or something like that. It had 8 megabytes of RAM. I remember the time I went and I bought 2 2 megabyte stick of RAM, and it was $800. Heading back to old Pearl Vision, Keno's Harbor. That's where she was. She was in Keno's Harbor. Last time they told me. This time they're not going to tell me. So I hope I got it right. Old Pearl. Yep, you should be right around the corner here.
Hello.
Have you learned anything new? Yeah. Are you familiar with the harness? Harness. The spell that was used to control the Dakota. That harness. The same one. The Rokulik are trying to find artifacts that will give the Dakota control of themselves. This is dreadful news. The Dakota will be unable to use harness on themselves, and if they could, we would all be in serious danger. I'll need to advise the Queen at once. This has gone from a social study to something completely different. What shall I do in the meanwhile? Be vigilant. If they suspect you know their true purpose, your life may be in jeopardy. Your life may be in jeopardy. When we have a plan of action, I will let you know. And she does.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
And they'll let you wear any one that you want. I think they probably all look the same. Here's the one. That's very minimal. There's the green one. So you got the purple one. I wouldn't want that. And this is for the scouts. So scouts has the stripes. The tanks get the black with the stripes. And let's face it, come on, that's the best looking one anyway. I'll be careful and I'll be back. Now, according to what I read, I don't necessarily have to come back here, but I'm right here, and she wants to give me the quest. The next one in the line is... Oh, this is the Rokulik timeline. Okay. The cost of success. Level appropriate incidents and complete the required steps listed in the next section.
The more the merrier, I always say.
All right, so you go in there and you don't kill these guys. You go in there and you just... I'll be careful. All right. We're going to head the Dakota off by taking the relics they are seeking before they have a chance to gather them all themselves. There are 3 that we know of, thanks to your research. So we will start with those. Okay, what do I need to do? Apparently the Queen is now involved in this matter, as she instructed me through Pearl Honeywine to get the artifacts before the Dakota can collect them all to recreate the harness spell. I'm returning to the mines to get the main artifact piece first. So it doesn't sound like it's very involved. I just go in there, none of it's aggro. If I attack them, they will aggro. And then I'm going to grab it. And then I'm going to get stunned. And that son of a gun is going to take off on me with it. With all my hard work. You'd think I'd have it memorized, the direction of this. Where I need to fly to get this thing, but I don't. I know it's not up there. I think it's It's not there then. Is it up there? No, it's not Fallen Gate. That'd be foolish. Okay. It's there. Right there. Why is it every time I'm traveling, then I start thinking of food again? And I'm thinking of food right now. I'm in the wrong spot. Well, it's a shame. I don't... I just can't. There's all these little nooks and crannies. Give me a break. There's all these nooks and crannies. Oh, okay, I remember. Get rid of the merc. Now I can pick the rat excavation. Maybe I just start saying rat. Hold the phone. Okay. I have to make sure I'm not seen. Because they will definitely aggro me if they see me. I better read this again. Head to the small arena near the north center of the zone. Gladian, a 26 Epic X2 Minotaur, is in the middle of the arena, and 327 double-up Reverent controllers are on the surrounding ledges. Gladian is not aggro by himself, nor is he linked with the controllers, but attacking either Gladian or the controller causes both to attack you. The cage is under a ledge. Once you grab it, the cage is under a ledge. So we're going to put the waypoint in here. Cage is under a ledge. There it is, right there. Dude. And if they see me, they're going to beat the tar out of me. Can I click it? I can. Did he really saw me? I didn't see. Oh no! What the hell? No! I did such an amazing job. I climbed up the ledge in the wrong spot, and then they saw my feet. Dead. Oh, me, oh my. I got what I wanted. I looked like a smart guy. The whole mechanic, I did everything right, and I did it all wrong. I did it all wrong. It hurts. It's painful. This is why I'm a streamer in an empty channel with no viewers, and as soon as what's his name? He comes on about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. He has 20 people watching him. I can't. His name's not coming to me. Anyway, that's why he has 20 and I have 0. But we're gonna do the experiment where I act like I don't, like I'm a first time shopper. Newbie tries Origins. Backseating welcome. Hello. Hello, little white dog. Good to see you. Good to see you. Spent enough time on the floor now. You wanna? We're gonna go talk to old Pearl Honeywine here.
Hi there.
Yeah, have you received the artifact? I did. But then the Dakota's minions attacked me and took it away. The Dakota. How? Oh, I was ambushed leaving the mine. I fought back, but, well, I'm glad that you're all right. Don't apologize for this. It does add a new element, though. Do you have any idea where the Dakota will take the artifact, or whether they will have all the pieces? Yeah, I'm not sure where they intend to go, but it doesn't seem as though they have everything yet. I recovered the artifact that would allow the Dakota to recreate the harness spell necessary to control them. Before I could get the artifact back to Kinos, the Dakota and the rats attacked me and took the artifact from me. If the Dakota have recovered the other artifacts needed, then they'll be able to rule themselves. We must retrieve the artifacts before it's too late. It's called the cost of success, and we'll celebrate that.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Back to Pearl Honeywine. Pearl says, well, that's a relief at least. I will speak again with the Queen and her counselors on this. Meanwhile, think of ways we can get that artifact back. The Dakota must not gain control of themselves. We need your help again in this matter before it's over. I'll be waiting. And of course, we don't have to wait. The Queen and her council have come up with several ideas to recover the artifact. I recommend that we ask what you think is the best recourse. Do you have any suggestions? So, yeah, this quest is called Harness. No, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one because it's going to be a level 28 epic times 2. Yeah, I'm not going to take the next one. We'll head back to Freeport. That is one I can't do. I have to get out level it and then mentor down. Nothing else would make sense really. Because we've already tried it. I cannot beat an epic at this DPS. All right, that was a good run. Let's just check our quest journal. Quest journal says we have 1,826 done. The screen says 1,826. Somehow we managed to get them both to match at the same time, which is pretty nice. This is getting to be a longer stream at this point. It is 3.5 hours long. That is plenty long, so I'm going to end it right here. Thank you for hanging in there. I see you there, lurker. I appreciate that. I do. It's good to have somebody here to listen to my words. It makes it a lot easier for me. So I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Take care of everyone you love, and I will see you.